Critical Focus channel.
Welcome to the Critical Focus channel and today's write-up of Steve's, aka Eggwig's, experience from the Alberta Classic Warhammer Underworlds tournament. So this is his words. He did a very nice write-up on our Discord, and I thought it was good enough and thorough enough to sort of be worthy of its own video. So I'm gonna sort of read Steve's write-up here, and I think, yeah, let's get going. There was a surprising field at the Alberta Classic, a lot more non-meta choices than I thought would be there initially. A couple of Morlogs, 2 Grain Cracks, the Stab Lads, Kagras Ravagers plus Ephelims, Sikits and Borgits, etc. Not a single Zarbags. One Discord which took the event with a 4-0 result, a few Ember Watches, 1 Iron Souls and lots of Yaws. I ran Borgits with the Pillage and Plunder and the Edge of the Knife pairing. And here is Steve's deck, which I will show on screen right now. I made the choice to remove Strip the Realm and go for Usurper instead. The Usurper is when you have killed the leader in the preceding action phase. This turned out to be a good idea. Aside from my first round and the first game of round 2, I scored this card, ending up taking 7th place after 4 rounds. I lost my first round and submarined my way back up. Was paired up against Guillaume Boussault in the first round, sorry if I butchered that name. I've seen his name around before, quite the ultra competitive player. He was running the Gardeners. Over both our matches I didn't land much of anything successfully on the dice, and he kept rolling multi-crit rolls on both attacks and defense, so I thoroughly trounced 36-18 as you'd expect. My second round was against a local named Curtis, a very pleasant fellow, and he was running the Stab Lads. He won our first game by a fair few glory, but in the second match my Loon Touch came to life and I smashed him back. I was able to score 20 glory in the second match to get the dead tie out of the round. Curtis got a lot out of the cruel stabs in both matches, very nasty. Third round, I went up against a local by the name of Ben, who was running Kagras Ravagers. My Borgits came flying out of the gate in the first game, scoring over 8 glory in the first round, and I think that threw my opponent off a little, as he was struggling with his hand. He surged back at the end of the second round to catch up a fair bit, and he was feeling pretty good about winning it in the final end phase, but I was able to edge it 21-19. It was close, but I don't think he could do much after I killed Kagra. The second match I was behind a few glory most of the entire game, but by the end of the second round I once again killed Kagra, the Usurper, to score Usurper, and the game tilted in my favor from there, and Ben couldn't keep up and I scored another 21 glory. My fourth round pairing was against my buddy who came out with me, and the one guy I repped with the most preparing for the event, so I had the most experience going up against his tunnel pack. The matches went very smooth for my warband. I scored all but one of my objective cards between both matches. Deck scored freely, but regardless the score ended up being 41-31. All in all, I felt pretty good about the whole day. I did a proper submarine back up the table. My deck felt great and I didn't feel like any of my draws were bricky. The matches I lost or tied early in the day, my dice didn't show up at all. I would definitely continue to use this warband and deck pairing again. Good times. So, beautiful write-up there by Steve, and I'm very happy to see him do well with his deck. We had some back and forth in the chat before he went to the event. He came up with this idea to take Usurper instead of Strip the Realm for the sort of shock effect, and I hadn't really thought about that card myself, but once he sort of pitched the idea to me, I was like, yeah, go for it, man. I think it could be really good, and I'm very happy to see it perform well here. So yeah, that's Steve's write-up from the Alberta Classic. I'll show the entire sort of result table here as well, so you can see for yourself. Seems to be 19 participants, so ending up 7 in sort of your first big tournament is sort of very, very good, and it scored a lot of glory in all games, so good job there, Steve. That's it for today. I will see you soon with another video. Take care. Have a great rest of your day. Bye. Lastly, a big shout out to all my members that help support my content and makes it so much easier for me to produce multiple videos on a weekly basis. Members do get access to the member Discord, get to influence the content, get early access to a ton of videos, as well as get featured in the monthly painting showcase if they want. Member or not, I dearly appreciate the like, the comment and the subscription.